Have you ever felt overwhelmed by fear or trapped by worries that never seem to end? What if you could break free from these chains and find peace in any situation? In this video, you'll discover powerful principles that have stood the test of time, helping countless people face life's challenges with courage and calm. Stay with us until the end, and you'll learn how to transform your life, mastering your emotions, and finding unshakable inner strength. Your journey to a fearless and worry-free life starts here. Rule 1. Embrace the present moment. The first rule to conquering worry and fear is to embrace the present moment. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. The present moment is the only reality we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come. By grounding yourself in the now, you can cut through the fog of worry and fear, which are often tied to what has already happened or what might happen. When you find yourself spiraling into worry, pause and take a deep breath. Focus on what is happening right now, at this very moment. Notice your surroundings, the sounds, the smells, the sensations on your skin. Feel the ground beneath your feet or the chair supporting your body. This practice is known as mindfulness, and it's a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Mindfulness isn't just about noticing your physical environment. It's also about being aware of your thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. Imagine you're sitting by a river, watching the water flow by. Your thoughts and emotions are like the leaves and twigs floating on the water. Instead of jumping in and getting carried away by the current, stay on the riverbank and simply observe. Why is this so effective? Because worry and fear often stem from our thoughts about the past or future. We regret what we did or didn't do, or we fear what might happen. But the present moment is free from these burdens. By staying present, you're not giving power to regrets or anxieties. You're living fully in the now, where neither the past nor the future can harm you. To make this rule a daily practice, start with small steps. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay grounded even in the midst of chaos. Another powerful technique is to engage fully in whatever you're doing, whether it's washing the dishes, walking to work, or having a conversation. Give it your full attention. Notice the details and immerse yourself in the activity. This not only keeps you anchored in the present, but also enhances your experience and appreciation of life's simple moments. Embracing the present moment also means accepting it as it is. Life isn't always perfect, and trying to control everything only leads to frustration and anxiety. Instead, adopt an attitude of acceptance. Recognize that you can't change the past and that the future is uncertain. What you can do is influence the present moment through your actions and choices. This doesn't mean you should ignore your responsibilities or avoid planning for the future. It's about striking a balance. Plan and prepare, but don't let it consume you. Focus on what you can do right now to move forward. By taking small, deliberate steps, you'll build confidence and reduce the fear of the unknown. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I do right now? This shifts your focus from worrying about potential outcomes to taking actionable steps. It empowers you to take control of your present circumstances, no matter how challenging they may be. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple yet profound advice reminds us that our power lies in the here and now. By living in the present, we can respond to life's challenges with clarity and calmness, rather than being paralyzed by fear and worry. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're about to give an important presentation and you're overwhelmed with fear. Instead of fixating on what might go wrong or dwelling on past mistakes, focus on what you can do right now. Prepare your materials, practice your speech, and take deep breaths to calm your nerves. By staying present, you'll perform better and reduce anxiety. Another example could be dealing with a personal loss. Grief often pulls us into the past or pushes us to dread the future. Embracing the present moment can help you navigate this painful time. Allow yourself to feel your emotions without judgment. Engage in activities that bring you comfort and support. Reach out to loved ones and share your feelings. By being present, you honor your grief without letting it consume you. In relationships, embracing the present moment fosters deeper connections. When you're fully present with someone, you listen more attentively, respond more thoughtfully, and create meaningful interactions. This builds trust and intimacy, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. Ultimately, embracing the present moment is about reclaiming your power. It's a commitment to living your life fully and authentically, free from the shackles of worry and fear. It's about finding peace in the now and trusting that you have the strength to face whatever comes your way. As you begin to practice this rule, you'll notice a shift in your perspective. Worries about the future will lose their grip, and regrets about the past will fade into the background. You'll find yourself more at ease, more resilient, and more capable of facing life's challenges with a calm and steady heart. So, take a deep breath, look around, and embrace the present moment. Your journey to a worry-free and fearless life starts now. Rule 2. Focus on what you can control. The second rule for overcoming worry and fear is to focus on what you can control. This concept, central to Stoic philosophy, helps you distinguish between what is within your power and what lies beyond it. By channeling your energy towards the aspects of life you can influence, you'll cultivate a sense of empowerment and tranquility. Imagine you're driving through a storm. The rain is pounding, the wind is howling, and visibility is low. You can't control the weather, the traffic, or the condition of the roads. However, you can control how you respond. You can choose to drive cautiously, maintain a safe distance from other vehicles, and stay calm. This focus on what you can control ensures your safety and peace of mind, even in challenging conditions. Many of our worries stem from trying to control the uncontrollable. We fret over other people's opinions, unpredictable events, and outcomes we can't guarantee. This creates a vicious cycle of anxiety and helplessness. But by shifting your focus to what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and responses, you reclaim your power and reduce unnecessary stress. Start by making a list of your current worries. Divide them into 2 categories: things you can control and things you cannot. For example, you can control your effort at work, but you can't control your boss's reaction. You can control your preparation for an exam, but you can't control the questions asked. This exercise helps clarify where you should direct your energy. Once you've identified what you can control, take proactive steps to address those areas. If you're worried about an upcoming project, focus on preparing thoroughly and managing your time effectively. If you're concerned about your health, adopt healthier habits and seek medical advice if needed. These actions not only alleviate anxiety, but also improve your situation. Another aspect of focusing on what you can control is accepting what you cannot. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It means recognizing the limits of your influence and making peace with them. This acceptance liberates you from the futile struggle against the inevitable, allowing you to conserve your energy for what truly matters. Consider a time when you faced a difficult situation beyond your control. Maybe it was a sudden job loss, an unexpected illness, or a natural disaster. How did you cope? Reflecting on your past responses can provide insights into your resilience and adaptability. It can also highlight areas where you might improve your focus on what you can control. Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom underscores the importance of your internal locus of control. While external events are unpredictable and often uncontrollable, your reaction to them is always within your power. Cultivating this mindset transforms your approach to life's challenges. A practical way to develop this focus is through the practice of self-reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to review your actions and responses. Ask yourself, did I focus on what I could control? How did I handle situations beyond my control? This reflection fosters self-awareness and continuous improvement. Moreover, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can reinforce this practice. Engage with people who embody a focus on what they can control. Their attitudes and behaviors will inspire and motivate you to do the same. Conversely, limit your exposure to those who dwell on the uncontrollable, as their negativity can be contagious. Mindset plays a crucial role in this rule. Adopting a growth mindset, as described by psychologist Carol Dweck, helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats. This perspective shift encourages proactive behavior and reduces fear of failure. When you believe that you can learn and improve, you're more likely to take constructive actions within your control. Let's explore an example. Imagine you're an athlete preparing for a major competition. You can't control the weather, the performance of your competitors, or the outcome of the event. But you can control your training, diet, and mindset. By focusing on these elements, you maximize your potential and reduce anxiety about the uncontrollable aspects. In relationships, focusing on what you can control enhances your interactions. You can't control another person's feelings or actions, but you can control your communication, empathy, and boundaries. This approach fosters healthier, more respectful relationships and reduces conflicts stemming from unrealistic expectations. In your professional life, this rule is equally transformative. You can't control market trends, company decisions, or colleague behaviors. However, you can control your work ethic, attitude, and professional development. By excelling in these areas, you build a solid foundation for success and minimize workplace stress. Focusing on what you can control also involves letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is rooted in the desire to control every aspect of an outcome, which is impossible and exhausting. Instead, strive for excellence within your sphere of influence and accept that some variables are beyond your reach. Rule 3. Practice negative visualization. The third rule to overcoming worry and fear is to practice negative visualization. This Stoic exercise involves contemplating potential challenges and negative outcomes before they happen. By mentally preparing for the worst, you can reduce anxiety and enhance your resilience, making it easier to cope with adversity when it arises. Negative visualization might seem counterintuitive. After all, why would you want to think about bad things happening? The answer lies in its power to shift your perspective and build emotional strength. When you imagine the worst-case scenario, you become familiar with it, which diminishes its power to shock or overwhelm you. This mental rehearsal helps you develop a sense of preparedness and acceptance. Begin by identifying a worry or fear that occupies your mind. It could be something specific, like losing your job, or more general, like a fear of failure. Take a few moments to vividly imagine this scenario. What would it look like? How would it feel? What challenges would you face? By confronting these possibilities in your mind, you're taking the first step toward demystifying and disarming them. As you visualize these negative outcomes, pay attention to your emotions. You might feel discomfort, sadness, or fear, and that's okay. The goal isn't to avoid these feelings, but to experience and understand them. This practice teaches you that you can handle difficult emotions and situations. Over time, you'll find that your fear of the unknown diminishes because you've already faced it in your mind. Once you've envisioned the worst, shift your focus to how you would cope. What resources, skills, and support systems could you rely on? Consider practical steps you could take to manage the situation. This aspect of negative visualization empowers you by highlighting your strengths and strategies for overcoming adversity. It transforms a vague fear into a concrete plan of action. For instance, if you fear losing your job, imagine the immediate aftermath. Visualize the conversations, the emotions, and the practical challenges. Then, think about your next steps. Updating your resume, reaching out to your network, exploring new opportunities. This mental rehearsal prepares you to act confidently and calmly if the situation arises. Negative visualization also fosters gratitude. By contemplating the loss of things you value, your health, relationships, or possessions, you become more aware of their importance. This heightened appreciation enhances your overall well-being and shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what is right in your life. It's a powerful antidote to taking things for granted. Let's consider another example: fear of public speaking. Visualize yourself standing in front of an audience, feeling nervous and making mistakes. Imagine the worst-case scenarios: forgetting your lines, technical difficulties, or negative reactions from the audience. As uncomfortable as this might be, it prepares you for the possibility. Then, think about how you would handle these situations. Could you use humor, take deep breaths, or rely on notes? This preparation reduces the fear of public speaking by building your confidence and readiness. Practicing negative visualization doesn't mean you should dwell on negative thoughts constantly. It's a deliberate exercise to be done periodically, not a state of mind to live in. Balance it with positive visualization and gratitude practices to maintain a healthy outlook. The key is to use it as a tool for preparation and resilience, not as a source of ongoing pessimism. Negative visualization can also enhance your relationships. By contemplating potential conflicts or misunderstandings, you prepare yourself to handle them with grace and empathy. Imagine a disagreement with a loved one. Visualize the emotions and possible outcomes. Then, think about how you can respond constructively, maintaining respect and understanding. This foresight helps you navigate real conflicts more effectively, reducing the fear of relational strife. In your personal growth, negative visualization plays a crucial role. Consider your long-term goals and the obstacles you might face. Visualize setbacks, failures, and challenges. This mental exercise prepares you to persevere through difficulties, reinforcing your commitment and resilience. It turns potential obstacles into expected hurdles you're ready to overcome. In your daily life, use negative visualization to cultivate a sense of preparedness and calm. For example, before a major event, like a job interview or a significant decision, spend a few minutes visualizing potential challenges. How would you respond if things don't go as planned? What's your backup plan? This practice not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances your problem-solving skills. Remember, the purpose of negative visualization is not to invite negativity, but to build mental fortitude. It's about acknowledging that life is unpredictable and often challenging. By facing these possibilities head-on, you're strengthening your ability to remain calm and composed under pressure. You're training your mind to handle whatever comes your way with resilience and grace. In summary, practicing negative visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming worry and fear. It prepares you for adversity, enhances your problem-solving abilities, and fosters gratitude for the present. By incorporating this Stoic exercise into your routine, you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and calm. So, take a moment today to visualize the challenges you fear and imagine your response. You'll discover that you're stronger and more resilient than you ever thought possible. Rule 4. Cultivate inner virtue. The fourth rule for overcoming worry and fear is to cultivate inner virtue. In Stoic philosophy, virtue is the highest good and the foundation of a fulfilling life. It's about developing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. By focusing on your character and moral integrity, you create a solid inner foundation that can withstand external pressures and uncertainties. Inner virtue starts with self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your values and principles. What qualities do you admire in others? What kind of person do you want to be? Understanding your core values helps guide your actions and decisions, providing a clear sense of purpose and direction. This self-awareness reduces anxiety by aligning your life with your true self. One of the key virtues in Stoicism is wisdom, which involves understanding the nature of the world and making sound judgments. Wisdom helps you see things clearly, free from emotional distortions and misconceptions. To cultivate wisdom, seek knowledge and understanding. Read widely, engage in thoughtful discussions, and reflect on your experiences. This intellectual growth equips you to face life's challenges with a balanced and informed perspective. Courage is another essential virtue. It's not the absence of fear, but the strength to act despite it. Courage enables you to face difficulties head-on, take risks, and pursue your goals without being paralyzed by fear. To build courage, start by stepping out of your comfort zone in small ways. Confront minor fears and gradually tackle bigger challenges. Each act of bravery reinforces your inner strength and reduces your overall fearfulness. Justice, the third virtue, involves treating others with fairness and respect. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of humanity and acting with integrity in your interactions. Practicing justice fosters strong, trusting relationships, which are a source of support and resilience. When you know you're acting justly, you can face social and moral challenges with confidence, knowing that you're upholding your principles. Self-discipline, the final core virtue, is the ability to control your impulses and stay focused on your goals. It involves delaying gratification, managing your emotions, and maintaining consistent effort. Self-discipline helps you stay on track despite setbacks and distractions. By cultivating this virtue, you gain control over your actions and responses, reducing feelings of helplessness and anxiety. Developing inner virtue also involves self-compassion. Recognize that growth is a journey, and you will make mistakes along the way. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself, view setbacks as opportunities for learning and improvement. This compassionate approach reduces self-inflicted anxiety and builds resilience. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're facing a difficult decision at work that tests your ethical boundaries. By cultivating inner virtue, you rely on your wisdom to assess the situation objectively, your courage to stand by your principles, your sense of justice to ensure fairness, and your self-discipline to remain steadfast in your decision. This virtuous approach not only helps you make the right choice, but also reinforces your confidence and peace of mind. Another example is dealing with personal setbacks, such as a health issue or financial loss. By focusing on inner virtues, you can navigate these challenges more effectively. Wisdom helps you understand the situation and seek appropriate solutions. Courage gives you the strength to face the hardship. Justice reminds you to act fairly, even in tough times. And self-discipline keeps you committed to your recovery or rebuilding efforts. In relationships, cultivating virtue transforms how you interact with others. Wisdom guides you in resolving conflicts thoughtfully. Courage enables you to have difficult conversations. Justice ensures you treat others with respect, and self-discipline helps you maintain healthy boundaries. This virtuous approach builds stronger, more supportive relationships, which are crucial in times of stress and fear. In everyday life, practice virtue by setting intentions each morning. Reflect on how you can embody wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline throughout your day. At the end of the day, review your actions and consider how well you lived up to these virtues. This reflective practice reinforces your commitment to personal growth and helps you stay aligned with your values. Cultivating inner virtue also involves seeking role models and mentors who exemplify these qualities. Learn from their experiences and guidance. Their examples provide inspiration and practical insights into living a virtuous life. Surrounding yourself with virtuous individuals also creates a supportive environment that encourages your own growth. Remember, the goal of cultivating inner virtue is not perfection, but progress. Each step you take toward developing these qualities strengthens your inner resilience and reduces your vulnerability to worry and fear. By focusing on your character, you build a foundation of integrity and strength that supports you in all aspects of life. In summary, cultivating inner virtue is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. It involves developing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline through self-awareness, daily practices, and reflection. By focusing on your character, you create a resilient inner foundation that can face life's challenges with confidence and calm. Embrace this journey of personal growth, and you'll find yourself more capable of handling whatever comes your way with grace and strength. Rule 5. Detach from external validation. The fifth rule for overcoming worry and fear is to detach from external validation. In a world that often measures success and self-worth by external approval, likes on social media, praise from others, or societal standards, it's easy to become entangled in seeking validation from outside sources. However, this pursuit can lead to anxiety and fear of judgment. By shifting your focus inward and cultivating self-approval, you build a sense of inner peace and confidence that is not easily shaken by external opinions. The need for external validation stems from our desire for acceptance and belonging. From a young age, we're conditioned to seek approval from parents, teachers, peers, and society at large. While some external feedback is valuable for growth and improvement, becoming overly reliant on it can erode our self-esteem and autonomy. To break free from this dependency, it's essential to cultivate self-validation. Self-validation begins with recognizing your intrinsic worth. You are valuable not because of what others think of you, but because of who you are inherently. Reflect on your qualities, strengths, and achievements, independent of external praise. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, no matter how small. This practice of self-affirmation builds a solid foundation of self-worth that does not fluctuate with external opinions. Consider the Stoic principle of focusing on your own actions and intentions rather than the outcomes or reactions they elicit. Your control lies in what you do and how you do it, not in how others respond. When you align your actions with your values and do your best, you can find satisfaction in your efforts regardless of external feedback. This mindset reduces the anxiety that comes from seeking approval and fearing rejection. To further detach from external validation, practice setting personal goals based on your values and aspirations rather than societal expectations. When your goals reflect your true desires and principles, you are more likely to find fulfillment in achieving them, irrespective of external recognition. This intrinsic motivation fosters a deeper sense of purpose and satisfaction. For instance, if you're passionate about painting, pursue it because it brings you joy and allows you to express yourself creatively, not because you seek accolades or approval from others. By focusing on the intrinsic rewards of your actions, you diminish the power of external validation over your sense of worth. Social media is a significant source of external validation for many people. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others and seeking likes and comments as measures of success. To break this cycle, limit your time on social media and be mindful of your intentions when you do engage. Use it as a tool for genuine connection and inspiration, not as a yardstick for your self-worth. Remember that social media often presents a curated and idealized version of reality, which can distort your perception and fuel unnecessary anxiety. Another practical approach to detaching from external validation is to seek feedback selectively and purposefully. While it's important to be open to constructive criticism, choose to seek feedback from individuals whose opinions you respect and who have your best interests at heart. This selective approach helps you filter out noise and focus on valuable insights that contribute to your growth. Let's consider an example. Imagine you've started a new project at work and are anxious about how your colleagues and superiors will perceive your performance. Instead of fixating on their approval, concentrate on delivering quality work that aligns with your values and standards. Seek feedback from a trusted mentor who can provide constructive insights. By focusing on your intrinsic motivations and selective feedback, you can reduce the fear of judgment and enhance your sense of accomplishment. Another example could be in personal relationships. Often, we seek validation from our partners, friends, or family members to feel valued and loved. While it's natural to want affirmation from loved ones, it's crucial to cultivate self-love and self-acceptance. Practice self-care, pursue your interests, and celebrate your achievements. When you feel secure in your own worth, you're less dependent on others for validation, which can lead to healthier and more balanced relationships. Detaching from external validation also involves embracing vulnerability. It's about having the courage to be authentic and true to yourself, even if it means facing criticism or disapproval. Brené Brown, a researcher on vulnerability and courage, emphasizes that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. When you embrace vulnerability, you open yourself up to genuine connections and experiences, free from the fear of judgment. Mindfulness can be a valuable tool in this process. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without being consumed by them. This awareness helps you recognize when you're seeking external validation and allows you to shift your focus back to your inner values and self-approval. Through mindfulness, you cultivate a sense of presence and acceptance that diminishes the need for external affirmation. In summary, detaching from external validation is a crucial step in overcoming worry and fear. By recognizing your intrinsic worth, focusing on your actions and intentions, setting personal goals, limiting the influence of social media, seeking selective feedback, embracing vulnerability, and practicing mindfulness, you build a strong sense of self-approval and inner peace. This shift from external to internal validation empowers you to navigate life's challenges with confidence and authenticity, free from the constant need for external approval. Embrace this journey of self-validation, and you'll find yourself more resilient and content in the face of life's uncertainties. Rule 6. Embrace the present moment. The sixth rule for overcoming worry and fear is to embrace the present moment. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. However, true peace and contentment are found in the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, you can reduce worry and fear and fully experience life as it unfolds. Embracing the present moment starts with mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to your current experience without judgment. It involves being fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise. This awareness helps you stay grounded and connected to the present, rather than getting lost in past regrets or future worries. A practical way to develop mindfulness is through meditation. Begin with simple breathing exercises. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice trains your mind to stay present and cultivates a sense of calm and clarity. Another approach is to integrate mindfulness into your daily activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or working, try to do so with full attention. Notice the flavors and textures of your food, the sensation of your feet touching the ground, or the details of your work tasks. By engaging fully with your activities, you enhance your connection to the present moment and reduce distractions from worries and fears. Consider how often you find yourself ruminating about the past or worrying about the future. These thoughts can drain your energy and prevent you from enjoying the present. When you catch yourself in this cycle, gently remind yourself to return to the present moment. Ask yourself, what can I appreciate right now? What actions can I take now that align with my values and goals? Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or neglecting the future. It's about finding a balance. Reflecting on the past can provide valuable lessons, and planning for the future is essential for achieving your goals. However, it's important to allocate specific times for these activities, rather than letting them dominate your thoughts constantly. By doing so, you free up mental space to engage more fully with the present. One powerful technique for embracing the present moment is practicing gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or uncertain to what's already good in your life. Start a daily gratitude journal where you write down a few things you're thankful for each day. This practice helps you appreciate the positive aspects of your current experience and fosters a sense of contentment and well-being. Let's explore an example. Imagine you're preparing for an important presentation at work. Instead of worrying about how it will go or dwelling on past presentations that didn't go well, focus on the present moment. Concentrate on your preparation, rehearse your presentation mindfully, and take deep breaths to stay calm. By being fully present, you reduce anxiety and increase your effectiveness. Another example is in personal relationships. Often we miss out on meaningful connections because we're distracted by our worries or preoccupied with our thoughts. When you're with someone, practice active listening. Give them your full attention and be present in the conversation. This deepens your connection and enriches your relationships, making you feel more grounded and less anxious. Embracing the present moment also involves letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism often stems from a fear of future failure or a fixation on past mistakes. Accept that mistakes are a natural part of life and that imperfection is okay. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, you allow yourself to fully engage with the present, free from the fear of making errors. Physical activities can also anchor you in the present moment. Exercise, yoga, and other physical pursuits require you to focus on your body and movements, drawing your attention away from worries. Engaging in these activities regularly helps you develop a habit of present moment awareness and reduces overall anxiety. Creativity is another powerful way to embrace the present. Whether it's painting, writing, playing music, or any other creative endeavor, immersing yourself in the creative process brings you into the here and now. It allows you to express yourself freely and lose track of time, providing a respite from worry and fear. Incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start small. Take a few moments each day to pause, breathe, and observe your surroundings. Notice the colors, sounds, and textures around you. Engage your senses and appreciate the richness of your present experience. These simple practices can significantly enhance your ability to stay present and reduce anxiety. Remember, embracing the present moment is a continuous practice. It's normal for your mind to wander, and when it does, gently guide it back to the present without judgment. Over time, you'll find that you spend more time fully engaged with life and less time consumed by worry and fear. In summary, embracing the present moment is a vital strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By practicing mindfulness, integrating it into daily activities, balancing reflection and planning, expressing gratitude, letting go of perfectionism, engaging in physical and creative activities, and starting with small mindfulness practices, you cultivate a deeper connection to the here and now. This focus on the present enhances your overall well-being and equips you to face life's uncertainties with greater calm and clarity. Embrace the present, and you'll discover a richer, more peaceful way of living. Rule 7. Reframe your thoughts. The seventh rule for overcoming worry and fear is to reframe your thoughts. Our thoughts have a profound impact on our emotions and behaviors. Negative and distorted thinking patterns can fuel anxiety and fear, while positive and realistic thoughts can foster resilience and calm. By learning to reframe your thoughts, you can transform how you perceive and respond to challenges, reducing worry and fear in the process. Reframing your thoughts involves recognizing and challenging negative or irrational thoughts and replacing them with more balanced and constructive perspectives. This cognitive restructuring helps break the cycle of anxiety and fosters a healthier, more positive mindset. Start by becoming aware of your thought patterns. Notice when you're experiencing worry or fear and pay attention to the thoughts running through your mind. Often, these thoughts are automatic and may go unnoticed unless you make a conscious effort to observe them. Keeping a thought journal can be a helpful tool. Write down your anxious thoughts as they occur, noting the situations that trigger them and the emotions you feel. Once you've identified your negative thoughts, the next step is to challenge their accuracy. Ask yourself questions like, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? What evidence supports or contradicts this thought? Are there alternative explanations or perspectives? This critical examination helps you see your thoughts more objectively and reduces their emotional impact. For example, if you're worried about a meeting at work, you might think, I'm going to mess up and everyone will think I'm incompetent. Challenge this thought by considering evidence to the contrary. Have you prepared for the meeting? Have you successfully participated in meetings before? Are your colleagues generally supportive? By evaluating the situation realistically, you can reframe your thought to something more balanced, such as, I've prepared well, and I can handle this meeting competently. Another effective technique for reframing is to practice self-compassion. Negative thoughts are often harsh and self-critical. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Instead of thinking, "I always fail at everything," reframe it to, "I'm doing my best, and it's okay to make mistakes. I can learn and improve." Visualization is a powerful tool for reframing thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, imagine a positive or neutral outcome instead. Visualize yourself handling the situation with confidence and calm. This mental rehearsal not only reduces anxiety, but also prepares you to act more effectively in real life. Reframing also involves shifting your focus from problems to solutions. When faced with a challenge, instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, concentrate on what you can do to address it. This proactive approach empowers you and reduces feelings of helplessness. Ask yourself, what steps can I take to improve this situation, and focus on actionable solutions. For instance, if you're worried about a financial issue, instead of thinking, "I'm going to go broke," reframe it to, "What steps can I take to manage my finances better?" This shift from a problem-focused to a solution-focused mindset not only reduces anxiety, but also helps you take constructive action. Gratitude is another powerful reframing tool. When you're caught in a cycle of negative thinking, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your attention from what's lacking or worrisome to what's positive and fulfilling in your life. This change in focus can significantly alter your emotional state and reduce anxiety. For example, if you're feeling stressed about a project deadline, instead of thinking, "I'll never get this done," shift to, "I'm grateful for the opportunity to work on this project and for the skills I have to complete it." This positive perspective not only eases anxiety, but also boosts your motivation and energy. Reframing also involves letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionistic thoughts often fuel anxiety by setting unrealistic standards. Instead of thinking, "I must do everything perfectly," reframe it to, "I'll do my best, and that's enough." Accepting imperfection as a natural part of life reduces the pressure you place on yourself and alleviates fear. In relationships, reframing can improve communication and reduce conflicts. If you find yourself thinking negatively about someone, consider alternative interpretations of their behavior. For example, instead of thinking, "They're ignoring me because they don't care," reframe it to, "They might be busy or dealing with their own issues." This more compassionate perspective fosters understanding and reduces relational anxiety. Mindfulness is a valuable practice for reframing thoughts. By staying present and observing your thoughts without judgment, you create space to choose how you respond to them. When a negative thought arises, acknowledge it, then consciously reframe it to something more positive or realistic. This mindful approach helps you break free from automatic negative thought patterns. Let's consider a real-life scenario. You're preparing for a public speaking event and find yourself thinking, "I'm going to embarrass myself." Reframe this thought by focusing on your preparation and strengths. "I've prepared thoroughly, and I have valuable insights to share. I'll focus on delivering my message clearly." This reframing not only reduces your fear, but also enhances your confidence and performance. In summary, reframing your thoughts is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By recognizing and challenging negative thoughts, practicing self-compassion, visualizing positive outcomes, shifting from problems to solutions, cultivating gratitude, letting go of perfectionism, improving relational perspectives, and incorporating mindfulness, you transform your mindset. This cognitive shift empowers you to face challenges with resilience and calm, significantly reducing anxiety and enhancing your overall well-being. Embrace the practice of reframing, and you'll discover a more positive, balanced way of thinking that supports a fearless and fulfilling life. Rule 8. Accept what you cannot control. The 8th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to accept what you cannot control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. This understanding is crucial for reducing anxiety and cultivating inner peace. By accepting that some things are beyond your influence, you free yourself from the futile and stressful struggle to change the unchangeable. Acceptance begins with recognizing the limits of your control. Many aspects of life, such as the actions of others, natural events, and certain outcomes, are beyond your influence. Clinging to the illusion of control over these elements only generates frustration and fear. To practice acceptance, start by identifying what you can and cannot control in any given situation. Make a list of your concerns and categorize them into 2 columns: things you can control and things you cannot. This exercise helps you visualize where your energy is best spent. Focus your efforts on the areas where you have influence and consciously let go of the rest. This shift in focus reduces the burden of trying to manage the uncontrollable and directs your energy toward productive actions. Consider the example of a job interview. You can control your preparation, your punctuality, and how you present yourself. However, you cannot control the interviewer's mood, the competition, or the final decision. By accepting what's beyond your control and focusing on what you can influence, you approach the situation with a balanced and calm mindset, reducing anxiety and enhancing your performance. Another aspect of acceptance is embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to anticipate every possible outcome can be exhausting. Instead, cultivate a mindset that welcomes uncertainty as a natural part of life. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. It means recognizing that while you can prepare and plan, you cannot foresee or control every detail. Embracing uncertainty allows you to adapt more flexibly to changing circumstances and reduces the fear of the unknown. To develop acceptance, practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts and feelings without attachment or judgment. When you encounter thoughts about things you can't control, acknowledge them and gently redirect your focus to the present moment. This practice helps you detach from unproductive worries and reinforces a sense of calm acceptance. Acceptance also involves letting go of the need for approval and outcomes. Often, our fears are tied to the desire for a specific result or the approval of others. By shifting your focus from outcomes to the process, you find satisfaction in your efforts and actions, regardless of the final result. This process-oriented mindset reduces the anxiety associated with trying to control every outcome. For example, if you're working on a creative project, rather than fixating on how it will be received, immerse yourself in the joy of creation. Appreciate the process, the learning, and the expression it involves. This approach not only diminishes the fear of judgment, but also enhances your creative experience. Cultivating acceptance also requires practicing self-compassion. Recognize that it's okay to feel anxious or fearful about things beyond your control. Instead of criticizing yourself for these feelings, offer yourself understanding and kindness. Self-compassion allows you to navigate your emotions without being overwhelmed by them, fostering resilience and inner peace. In relationships, acceptance plays a vital role. You cannot control others' actions, thoughts, or feelings. Trying to do so often leads to frustration and conflict. Instead, focus on your responses and actions. Communicate openly, set healthy boundaries, and respect others' autonomy. This approach fosters healthier and more harmonious relationships, reducing the anxiety that comes from trying to control others. Consider an example of dealing with a difficult colleague. You cannot control their behavior, but you can control how you respond. By accepting this and focusing on maintaining professionalism, setting boundaries, and managing your reactions, you navigate the situation more effectively and with less stress. Acceptance also involves embracing the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is transient. Situations change, feelings fluctuate, and people evolve. Understanding this impermanence helps you let go of the need for permanence and control. Embrace change as a natural part of life and find comfort in the fact that both positive and negative experiences are temporary. For instance, if you're experiencing a period of high stress, remind yourself that this too shall pass. By accepting the impermanence of the situation, you reduce its emotional impact and find strength in the knowledge that change is constant. To reinforce acceptance, engage in regular reflection. At the end of each day, review your experiences and identify moments where you successfully accepted what you couldn't control. Acknowledge the peace and clarity this brought you. Reflecting on these instances helps build a habit of acceptance and reinforces its benefits in your life. In summary, accepting what you cannot control is a transformative strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By recognizing the limits of your influence, embracing uncertainty, focusing on the process rather than outcomes, practicing self-compassion, fostering healthy relationships, understanding impermanence, and reflecting regularly, you cultivate a mindset of acceptance. This acceptance frees you from the anxiety of trying to control the uncontrollable and empowers you to live with greater peace and resilience. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself navigating life's challenges with a calmer and more centered approach. Rule 9. Cultivate inner resilience. The 9th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to cultivate inner resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, adapt to change, and keep going in the face of challenges. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the strength and flexibility to handle them effectively. Building resilience helps you navigate life's uncertainties with greater confidence and less anxiety. Cultivating inner resilience begins with a growth mindset. A growth mindset, a concept developed by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset contrasts with a fixed mindset, which views abilities as static and unchangeable. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your stability. It shifts your perspective from "I can't handle this" to "I can learn and grow from this." To foster a growth mindset, start by embracing challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult situations, approach them with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the learning process and that every failure brings valuable lessons. By viewing challenges as chances to develop new skills and strengths, you build resilience and reduce fear. Another key aspect of resilience is self-efficacy, which is the belief in your ability to influence events and outcomes in your life. High self-efficacy gives you the confidence to tackle challenges head-on and persist in the face of obstacles. To build self-efficacy, set achievable goals and celebrate your successes. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your abilities and enhances your resilience. Positive self-talk is a powerful tool for cultivating resilience. The way you speak to yourself affects your mindset and emotional state. Replace negative, self-defeating thoughts with positive, empowering affirmations. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't do this." Tell yourself, "I am capable and strong. I can handle this challenge." This shift in self-talk boosts your confidence and prepares you to face difficulties with a resilient attitude. Developing strong social connections is also crucial for resilience. Supportive relationships provide emotional sustenance and practical help during tough times. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Share your struggles and successes with them, and don't hesitate to seek their support when needed. Building a network of positive relationships creates a safety net that helps you recover from setbacks more quickly and with less anxiety. Self-care is an essential component of resilience. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being equips you to handle stress and adversity more effectively. Prioritize activities that nourish your body and mind, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and relaxation techniques like yoga or meditation. Self-care enhances your overall resilience and reduces the impact of stress on your life. Resilience also involves emotional regulation, the ability to manage and respond to your emotions in a healthy way. Develop strategies for coping with negative emotions, such as journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in creative activities. Practice mindfulness to stay present and observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. By managing your emotions effectively, you build resilience and maintain a sense of calm during challenging times. Adaptability is another crucial aspect of resilience. Life is full of unexpected changes, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances is key to overcoming fear and anxiety. Cultivate flexibility in your thinking and actions. Be open to new experiences and willing to adjust your plans as needed. By embracing change and remaining adaptable, you enhance your resilience and reduce the stress associated with uncertainty. For instance, imagine you've lost your job unexpectedly. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, use this setback as an opportunity to explore new career paths or further your education. Adaptability allows you to see the potential in change and find new paths forward, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. Another technique for building resilience is practicing gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or challenging to what's positive and fulfilling in your life. Regularly reflecting on what you're grateful for boosts your mood and strengthens your resilience. Keep a gratitude journal where you jot down things you're thankful for each day. This practice fosters a positive mindset and enhances your ability to cope with difficulties. Finding meaning and purpose in life also strengthens resilience. When you have a sense of purpose, you're more motivated to persevere through hardships. Reflect on what gives your life meaning, whether it's your relationships, career, hobbies, or values. Engage in activities that align with your purpose and bring you fulfillment. This sense of meaning provides a strong foundation that supports you during challenging times. Let's consider an example. Suppose you're facing a significant health challenge. Cultivating resilience involves acknowledging the difficulty, seeking medical and emotional support, and focusing on your ability to cope and recover. By maintaining a positive outlook, engaging in self-care, and leaning on your support network, you build the resilience needed to navigate this tough period. In summary, cultivating inner resilience is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By embracing a growth mindset, building self-efficacy, practicing positive self-talk, developing strong social connections, prioritizing self-care, managing emotions, staying adaptable, practicing gratitude, and finding meaning in life, you create a robust foundation that supports you through life's challenges. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself more capable of handling adversity with strength and grace, reducing anxiety, and enhancing your overall well-being. Rule 10. Practice patience and delayed gratification. The 10th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to practice patience and delayed gratification. In a world that often promotes instant results and quick fixes, cultivating patience can seem counterintuitive. However, the ability to wait and endure discomfort for a greater reward is a powerful tool for reducing anxiety and fostering long-term success. Patience begins with understanding the value of delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is the ability to resist the temptation for an immediate reward and wait for a later, often larger, reward. This skill is crucial in many aspects of life, including personal goals, relationships, and career aspirations. By practicing patience and delaying gratification, you develop discipline and perseverance, which are essential for overcoming fear and achieving lasting fulfillment. One practical way to develop patience is by setting long-term goals. Long-term goals require sustained effort and commitment over time, teaching you to value gradual progress over instant results. Break these goals into smaller, manageable milestones. Celebrate each milestone as a step toward your ultimate objective. This approach not only makes large goals more achievable, but also instills a sense of patience and perseverance. For example, if you aim to run a marathon, start with shorter distances and gradually increase your mileage. Each step forward builds your endurance and brings you closer to your goal. By focusing on incremental progress, you develop the patience needed to endure the journey and reduce the anxiety of achieving your long-term aim. Practicing patience also involves learning to tolerate discomfort and uncertainty. Often, fear arises from a desire to escape discomfort or resolve uncertainty immediately. By accepting that discomfort and uncertainty are natural parts of life, you build resilience and reduce anxiety. When faced with a challenging situation, remind yourself that it's okay to feel uncomfortable and that this feeling is temporary. Mindfulness meditation can help you cultivate patience by teaching you to stay present and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. During meditation, when you notice impatience or anxiety arising, acknowledge these feelings and gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice trains your mind to tolerate discomfort and stay calm in the face of uncertainty. In relationships, patience is vital for building trust and deepening connections. Relationships require time and effort to grow and strengthen. By being patient with others and allowing relationships to develop naturally, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that come from expecting immediate closeness or resolution of conflicts. Practice active listening and empathy, and give your relationships the time they need to flourish. For instance, if you're navigating a disagreement with a friend, instead of seeking an instant resolution, take the time to understand their perspective and communicate openly. This patient approach fosters mutual understanding and strengthens the relationship, reducing the fear of conflict. Patience is also essential in personal growth. Self-improvement is a gradual process that involves learning, making mistakes, and evolving over time. Avoid the trap of expecting instant transformation. Recognize that true growth requires time and consistent effort. Be patient with yourself as you work towards becoming the person you aspire to be. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and acknowledge that setbacks are part of the journey. Delayed gratification is particularly relevant in managing finances. In a culture that encourages immediate consumption, practicing financial patience can significantly reduce stress and anxiety, save money for future needs, and resist the urge for impulsive purchases. Create a budget and stick to it, understanding that the financial security you build over time will bring greater peace and freedom. For example, instead of buying a new gadget on credit, Save up for it over several months. This practice not only helps you avoid debt, but also teaches you the value of patience and delayed gratification. The satisfaction of achieving your financial goals without sacrificing your stability is a powerful way to reduce financial anxiety. Another aspect of patience is managing expectations. Unrealistic expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment, fueling anxiety and fear. By setting realistic and flexible expectations, you create a more balanced and patient outlook. Understand that not everything will go as planned and that adjustments may be necessary along the way. Consider an example from the workplace. If you're working on a project, instead of expecting immediate success, set realistic milestones and be prepared for potential challenges. This patient approach allows you to navigate obstacles calmly and maintain focus on your long-term objectives. Practicing gratitude can also enhance your patience. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack or want to what you already have. By appreciating the present moment and the progress you've made, you reduce the urge for immediate rewards and develop a more patient and content mindset. Start a gratitude journal and regularly write down things you're thankful for. This practice fosters a sense of abundance and patience. Incorporating patience into your daily life can be as simple as practicing mindful waiting. When you find yourself in situations where you have to wait, such as in line or during a commute, use this time to practice mindfulness. Observe your surroundings, take deep breaths, and focus on the present moment. This practice not only reduces impatience, but also enhances your overall sense of calm and presence. In summary, practicing patience and delayed gratification is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By setting long-term goals, tolerating discomfort, being patient in relationships, embracing gradual self-improvement, managing finances wisely, setting realistic expectations, practicing gratitude, and incorporating mindful waiting, you develop the discipline and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself more equipped to handle adversity with patience and grace, reducing anxiety and fostering lasting fulfillment. Rule 11. Develop a sense of humor. The 11th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to develop a sense of humor. Laughter is a powerful antidote to anxiety, and humor can provide a fresh perspective on life's challenges. By learning to see the lighter side of situations, you can reduce stress, build resilience, and approach problems with a more relaxed and positive mindset. Humor begins with the ability to laugh at yourself. This doesn't mean dismissing your feelings or minimizing your experiences. Instead, it's about recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that life's imperfections are part of what makes it interesting. By not taking yourself too seriously, you can reduce the pressure and anxiety associated with trying to be perfect. Start by reflecting on moments when you felt embarrassed or frustrated. Can you see any humor in those situations now? Often, what seemed like a disaster at the time can be a funny story in hindsight. Sharing these stories with friends or family can help you see the humor in your experiences and remind you that you're not alone in facing life's absurdities. Humor also involves finding joy in everyday moments. Look for opportunities to laugh throughout your day. Watch a funny video, read a comic strip, or listen to a humorous podcast. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh and engage in activities that bring you joy. Laughter releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which can help counteract the effects of stress and anxiety. For instance, if you're feeling overwhelmed by work, take a short break to watch a comedy clip or read a funny article. This brief respite can shift your perspective, making the challenges seem more manageable and less daunting. Laughter acts as a reset button, allowing you to return to your tasks with renewed energy and a lighter heart. Using humor to cope with stress is another valuable skill. When faced with a difficult situation, try to find something amusing about it. This doesn't mean making light of serious issues, but finding a way to inject a bit of levity. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of stewing in frustration, listen to a funny audiobook or imagine an exaggerated scenario of why the traffic might be backed up. This playful mindset can transform a stressful situation into an opportunity for humor. Humor also fosters connection and improves relationships. Sharing a laugh with someone can strengthen bonds and create a sense of camaraderie. When you share humor with others, you build positive memories and create a buffer against stress. In conflict situations, humor can diffuse tension and open the door to more constructive communication. Consider a scenario where you're having a disagreement with a colleague. A well-timed joke or light-hearted comment can break the ice and create a more relaxed atmosphere for resolving the issue. Humor helps shift the focus from the problem to the shared human experience, making it easier to find common ground and solutions. Developing a sense of humor also involves cultivating a playful attitude. Approach life with a sense of curiosity and willingness to see the absurd and whimsical aspects of everyday situations. This doesn't mean ignoring serious matters, but balancing seriousness with playfulness. Engage in activities that bring out your inner child, such as playing games, doing puzzles, or engaging in creative arts. For example, if you're feeling stuck in a routine, try something new and fun, like taking a dance class, drawing a cartoon, or participating in a humorous improv session. These activities stimulate creativity and joy, providing a mental break from worries and fears. Incorporating humor into your daily routine can also involve practicing gratitude with a humorous twist. Each day, jot down something funny or amusing that happened. Reflecting on these moments of humor can shift your focus from stress to joy and provide a positive outlook on your day. Humor also plays a crucial role in perspective-taking. It allows you to step back and see the bigger picture, often revealing that what seemed overwhelming is not as serious as it appeared. This perspective helps reduce the intensity of fear and anxiety, making challenges seem more manageable. For instance, if you're anxious about a presentation, imagine the audience in a humorous scenario, like wearing funny hats or sitting in oversized chairs. This playful visualization can ease your anxiety and make the situation feel less intimidating. Developing a sense of humor also means being open to spontaneous laughter. Allow yourself to laugh freely and genuinely, without worrying about whether it's appropriate or timed correctly. Spontaneous laughter often arises from unexpected moments of joy or amusement, and embracing these moments can significantly reduce stress. Consider incorporating humor into your mindfulness practice. During meditation, if your mind wanders or you find yourself struggling to focus, acknowledge it with a light-hearted attitude. Instead of getting frustrated, mentally smile at your wandering thoughts and gently bring your focus back to the present. This playful approach makes mindfulness more enjoyable and less of a chore. In summary, developing a sense of humor is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By learning to laugh at yourself, finding joy in everyday moments, using humor to cope with stress, fostering connection through laughter, cultivating a playful attitude, practicing gratitude with a humorous twist, gaining perspective through humor, embracing spontaneous laughter, and incorporating humor into mindfulness, you create a more positive and resilient mindset. Embrace this rule, and you'll discover that humor not only lightens your load, but also empowers you to face life's challenges with grace and joy. Rule 12. Prioritize self-reflection. The 12th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to prioritize self-reflection. Self-reflection is the practice of examining your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to gain deeper insight into your motivations, strengths, and areas for improvement. By regularly engaging in self-reflection, you develop a clearer understanding of yourself, which helps you manage anxiety and navigate life's challenges more effectively. Self-reflection begins with creating a space for introspection. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can spend time alone with your thoughts. This could be a cozy corner of your home, a peaceful spot in a park, or even a serene cafe. The key is to find a setting that allows you to disconnect from external distractions and focus inward. Start your self-reflection practice by setting aside dedicated time each day or week. Consistency is important, as regular reflection helps you track your progress and identify patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a significant difference in cultivating self-awareness and reducing anxiety. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts and feelings helps clarify your emotions and provides a tangible record of your inner experiences. When you journal, be honest and open with yourself. Write about your fears, worries, successes, and failures. Reflect on what triggers your anxiety and how you respond to different situations. Over time, you'll start to see patterns and gain insights that can guide your personal growth. For example, if you notice that certain social situations trigger your anxiety, journaling can help you understand why. Perhaps you're worried about being judged or not fitting in. By identifying these underlying fears, you can work on addressing them and developing coping strategies. Writing also helps you track your progress and celebrate your successes, no matter how small, reinforcing your sense of achievement and reducing worry. Another effective self-reflection technique is meditation. Meditation encourages mindfulness, which is the practice of being present and fully engaged with the current moment. Through meditation, you learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, creating a deeper awareness of your inner state. This heightened awareness allows you to recognize anxious thoughts as they arise and respond to them more calmly. Consider incorporating a body scan meditation into your routine. This practice involves mentally scanning your body from head to toe, paying attention to any areas of tension or discomfort. By tuning into your physical sensations, you develop a stronger connection between your mind and body, which helps you identify and address sources of stress more effectively. Self-reflection also involves seeking feedback from others. While introspection is a personal journey, external perspectives can provide valuable insights. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for their honest feedback on your behavior and how you handle stress. Be open to their observations and use their input to enhance your self-awareness and personal growth. For instance, if a colleague points out that you tend to withdraw when stressed, consider how this behavior affects your work relationships and productivity. Reflect on why you react this way and explore alternative ways to cope with stress that promote better communication and collaboration. Engaging in reflective conversations with a mentor or therapist can also deepen your self-reflection practice. A mentor or therapist can guide you through difficult emotions and help you explore your thoughts and behaviors in a supportive environment. These conversations provide a safe space to address fears and anxieties, fostering greater self-understanding and resilience. Self-reflection also benefits from incorporating creative activities. Art, music, and writing can serve as outlets for expressing and exploring your emotions. Engage in activities that resonate with you and allow you to connect with your inner self. Creating art, playing an instrument, or writing poetry can reveal insights about your emotional state and help you process complex feelings. For example, if you enjoy painting, use it as a means of self-expression. Choose colors and shapes that reflect your current mood and allow your creativity to flow without judgment. As you create, pay attention to the emotions that surface and reflect on what they might be telling you about your inner state. Mindful movement practices, such as yoga or Tai Chi, can also enhance self-reflection. These activities combine physical movement with mindfulness, promoting a holistic sense of well-being. As you move through poses or sequences, focus on your breath and the sensations in your body. This practice fosters a deeper connection between your mind and body, allowing you to reflect on how physical tension and stress manifest in your body. Consider keeping a self-reflection log where you record your reflections, insights, and goals. Review this log regularly to track your progress and adjust your strategies as needed. This ongoing practice reinforces your commitment to personal growth and helps you stay focused on your journey toward greater self-awareness and reduced anxiety. In summary, prioritizing self-reflection is a powerful strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By creating a space for introspection, journaling, meditating, seeking feedback, engaging in reflective conversations, incorporating creative activities, practicing mindful movement, and maintaining a self-reflection log, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself. This self-awareness empowers you to manage anxiety more effectively, navigate life's challenges with greater clarity, and foster personal growth. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself equipped with the insights and tools needed to face fears and anxieties with confidence and resilience. Rule 13. Set boundaries and prioritize self-care. The 13th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to set boundaries and prioritize self-care. Boundaries are guidelines that define how you interact with others and how you allow others to treat you. Prioritizing self-care involves taking deliberate actions to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Together, setting boundaries and practicing self-care create a protective framework that reduces stress, enhances resilience, and promotes inner peace. Setting boundaries begins with identifying your needs, values, and limits. Reflect on what matters most to you and where you feel comfortable drawing lines in various aspects of your life, such as relationships, work, and personal time. Boundaries help protect your time, energy, and emotional health from being depleted by others' demands or expectations. Communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Let others know what you're comfortable with and what you're not. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible, but advocating for your needs in a respectful manner. Practice saying no when necessary and prioritize activities that align with your values and goals. Setting and maintaining boundaries empowers you to create healthier relationships and reduce the anxiety that comes from feeling overwhelmed or overcommitted. For example, if you're feeling stressed by work demands encroaching on your personal time, set clear boundaries around when you're available to respond to emails or take on additional tasks. Communicate these boundaries to your colleagues and stick to them consistently. By protecting your personal time, you create space for relaxation, hobbies, and recharge, reducing overall stress and anxiety. Self-care is essential for maintaining boundaries and nurturing your well-being. Self-care encompasses activities that support your physical, emotional, and mental health. Prioritize activities that replenish your energy and bring you joy, whether it's exercising, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or indulging in hobbies you love. Develop a self-care routine that suits your needs and schedule. Consistency is key, so carve out dedicated time each day or week for self-care activities. This deliberate practice reinforces your commitment to nurturing yourself and reduces the impact of stress and anxiety on your life. For instance, if you enjoy reading, set aside time each evening to unwind with a book. This simple act of self-care allows you to escape from daily pressures and relax your mind. Experiment with different self-care activities to discover what resonates most with you and incorporate them into your routine. Physical self-care plays a significant role in managing anxiety and promoting overall well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, improves mood, and reduces stress levels. Find physical activities that you enjoy, whether it's jogging, yoga, dancing, or playing sports. Regular exercise not only boosts your physical health, but also enhances your resilience to stress and anxiety. Prioritize nutrition as part of your self-care routine. Eat a balanced diet that nourishes your body and supports your energy levels. Avoid excessive caffeine, sugar, and processed foods, as these can contribute to feelings of anxiety and irritability. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day, which supports both physical and mental well-being. Emotional self-care involves managing your emotions and nurturing positive relationships. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness and understanding during difficult times. Validate your emotions without judgment and practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others. Engage in activities that uplift your spirits, such as spending time with loved ones, listening to music, or practicing gratitude. Set aside time for relaxation and stress reduction techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or aromatherapy. These practices promote relaxation and help reduce the physical symptoms of anxiety, such as muscle tension and rapid heartbeat. Mental self-care focuses on nurturing your cognitive well-being and promoting mental clarity. Engage in activities that stimulate your mind and challenge you intellectually, such as puzzles, reading, or learning a new skill. Practice mindfulness meditation to cultivate present-moment awareness and reduce anxious thoughts. Create a supportive environment for yourself by surrounding yourself with positive influences and minimizing exposure to negativity. Limit your consumption of news and social media if they contribute to feelings of anxiety or distress. Instead, seek out uplifting content and connect with communities that share your interests and values. Boundaries and self-care go hand in hand in protecting your overall well-being. When you set and maintain boundaries, you create a foundation for practicing effective self-care. By prioritizing your needs, values, and health, you cultivate resilience and reduce the impact of stress and anxiety on your life. Reflect on your current boundaries and self-care practices. Are there areas where you can set clearer boundaries or enhance your self-care routine? Take proactive steps to strengthen these areas and make adjustments as needed. Remember that self-care is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. In summary, setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care are essential strategies for overcoming worry and fear. By defining your limits, communicating assertively, practicing self-care activities that nurture your body, mind, and spirit, you create a protective framework that promotes resilience and inner peace. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate life's challenges with clarity, confidence, and reduced anxiety. Rule 14. Practice acceptance and letting go. The 14th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to practice acceptance and letting go. Acceptance involves acknowledging and embracing reality as it is, without resistance or judgment. Letting go means releasing attachments to outcomes, expectations, or past experiences that cause distress. Together, acceptance and letting go empower you to face uncertainty with grace, reduce anxiety, and cultivate inner peace. Acceptance begins with recognizing that some things in life are beyond your control. While you can influence certain aspects of your life, such as your actions and attitudes, many external factors are unpredictable or uncontrollable. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity, but rather a willingness to acknowledge reality and respond with wisdom and resilience. Start by practicing mindfulness, which is the practice of being fully present and aware of your thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your experiences without judgment or attachment. When faced with challenging situations or difficult emotions, pause and bring your attention to the present moment. Notice any resistance or discomfort you may feel and allow yourself to experience these feelings without trying to change them. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming presentation at work, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath and observing the sensations in your body. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise, such as fear of failure or worry about others' opinions. By accepting these feelings without judgment, you create space for clarity and calmness to emerge. Practice radical acceptance, a concept from dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, which involves fully accepting reality as it is, even when it's not what you want. Radical acceptance doesn't mean approving of or condoning difficult situations, but acknowledging their existence and choosing to respond in a way that aligns with your values and well-being. For instance, if you experience a setback or disappointment, such as not getting a job you applied for, practice radical acceptance by acknowledging your disappointment and reframing the situation. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or blaming yourself, focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can grow stronger as a result. Letting go is closely linked to acceptance and involves releasing attachments that contribute to anxiety and distress. These attachments can include expectations of how things should be, regrets about past decisions, or the need for approval from others. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring the past, but freeing yourself from the emotional burden associated with it. Practice letting go of perfectionism, the belief that you must meet impossibly high standards in every aspect of your life. Perfectionism can fuel anxiety and fear of failure, making it difficult to take risks or embrace new opportunities. Instead, strive for excellence and progress, recognizing that mistakes and setbacks are natural parts of growth and learning. For example, if you're a perfectionist who obsesses over every detail of a project, practice letting go by focusing on the process rather than the outcome. Set realistic goals and celebrate your progress along the way, even if things don't go exactly as planned. By letting go of the need for perfection, you reduce anxiety and open yourself up to creativity and innovation. Letting go also involves forgiving yourself and others for past mistakes or hurts. Holding on to resentment or guilt can weigh heavily on your emotional well-being and perpetuate feelings of anxiety. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging your humanity and recognizing that everyone makes mistakes. Forgive yourself for past actions or decisions and use them as opportunities for growth and learning. Similarly, practice forgiveness towards others who may have hurt or disappointed you. Holding on to grudges only prolongs negative emotions and prevents healing. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning hurtful behavior, but releasing the emotional power it holds over you. By letting go of resentment and embracing forgiveness, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and create space for peace and healing. Developing a practice of acceptance and letting go also involves cultivating gratitude for the present moment. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or disappointing to what you appreciate and cherish in your life. Regularly take time to reflect on the blessings and positive experiences, no matter how small. This practice fosters a sense of contentment and reduces the grip of anxiety. For instance, start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. These can be simple pleasures, such as a warm cup of coffee or a supportive friend. By cultivating gratitude, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and positivity, which counteracts anxiety and promotes emotional resilience. Practice mindfulness in everyday activities to reinforce acceptance and letting go. Whether you're eating a meal, taking a walk, or engaging in a conversation, bring your full attention to the present moment. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise without attaching judgment or labels to them. This practice enhances your ability to respond to situations with clarity and compassion, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or anxiety. In summary, practicing acceptance and letting go is a transformative strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By embracing reality as it is, releasing attachments that cause distress, practicing mindfulness, practicing radical acceptance, letting go of perfectionism, forgiving yourself and others, cultivating gratitude, and integrating mindfulness into daily life, you cultivate inner peace and resilience. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself more capable of navigating life's uncertainties with grace and confidence, reducing anxiety and fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment. Rule 15. Cultivate resilience through challenges. The 15th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to cultivate resilience through challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and thrive in the face of adversity. By developing resilience, you strengthen your capacity to manage stress, face fears, and maintain a positive outlook, even in difficult circumstances. Resilience begins with cultivating a growth mindset, which is the belief that you can learn and grow from experiences, regardless of their outcome. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than viewing them as threats. Approach setbacks with curiosity and openness, seeking lessons and insights that can help you become stronger and more resilient. For example, if you encounter a setback at work, such as a project not meeting expectations, reflect on what went wrong and what you can learn from the experience. Did communication breakdowns contribute to the outcome? Were there factors beyond your control? By examining the situation objectively, you can identify areas for improvement and apply these lessons to future challenges. Developing resilience also involves building a strong support network. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you during difficult times. Seek out mentors, friends, or family members who can provide guidance, perspective, and emotional support. Social connections are crucial for resilience, as they provide a sense of belonging and help you navigate challenges with greater strength and resilience. For instance, if you're facing a personal crisis, such as a health issue or loss of a loved one, lean on your support network for comfort and reassurance. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and accept help from others, knowing that their presence and support can bolster your resilience and emotional well-being. Practice self-care as a foundational element of resilience. Prioritize activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, sleep hygiene, and stress management techniques. Self-care replenishes your energy reserves and equips you to face challenges with clarity and strength. Engage in activities that foster emotional resilience, such as journaling, mindfulness meditation, or therapy. These practices help you process difficult emotions, build self-awareness, and develop coping strategies for managing stress and anxiety. By nurturing your emotional resilience, you enhance your ability to bounce back from setbacks and maintain a positive outlook. Resilience also involves developing problem-solving skills and adaptive strategies. When faced with challenges, approach them with a solution-oriented mindset. Break down complex problems into manageable steps and brainstorm creative solutions. Be flexible and willing to adjust your approach as needed, recognizing that adaptation is a key component of resilience. For example, if you're navigating a career transition, such as switching industries or starting a new job, develop a plan that includes learning new skills, networking with professionals in your desired field, and seeking mentorship. Approach challenges with a proactive attitude, knowing that each obstacle presents an opportunity for growth and resilience building. Cultivating resilience also requires practicing optimism and positive thinking. Focus on strengths and resources that can help you overcome challenges, rather than dwelling on perceived weaknesses or limitations. Cultivate a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the opportunities and support systems in your life. For instance, if you're facing financial difficulties, focus on your resourcefulness and ability to budget effectively. Practice gratitude for the support of friends or family members who offer assistance during challenging times. Optimism helps shift your perspective from fear and worry to hope and resilience, empowering you to face adversity with confidence. Learn from role models or inspirational figures who embody resilience in their own lives. Seek out stories of individuals who have overcome significant challenges and adversity, drawing inspiration from their perseverance and determination. Their experiences can serve as a source of motivation and encouragement as you navigate your own journey toward resilience. Practice resilience-building exercises, such as visualization or affirmations, to strengthen your belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. Visualize yourself successfully navigating challenges and achieving your goals. Repeat affirmations that reinforce your resilience, such as, "I am strong and capable of overcoming any adversity." Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine to enhance resilience. Mindfulness teaches you to stay present and grounded in the face of stress or uncertainty. Practice deep breathing exercises, body scans, or mindful walking to calm your mind and reduce anxiety. By cultivating mindfulness, you develop inner resilience and strengthen your ability to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. In summary, cultivating resilience through challenges is a transformative strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By embracing growth mindset, building a strong support network, practicing self-care, fostering emotional resilience, developing problem-solving skills, practicing optimism, learning from role models, engaging in resilience-building exercises, and incorporating mindfulness into daily life, you strengthen your ability to bounce back from setbacks and thrive in the face of adversity. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself more resilient, confident, and empowered to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Rule 16. Foster gratitude and perspective. The 16th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to foster gratitude and gain perspective. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, while gaining perspective involves stepping back to see challenges in a broader context. Together, gratitude and perspective help shift your focus from fear and anxiety to positivity and resilience. Gratitude begins with cultivating awareness of the blessings in your life, no matter how small. Take time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, whether it's supportive relationships, good health, a beautiful sunrise, or moments of joy. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or stressful to what brings you happiness and fulfillment. Start a gratitude journal to record 3 things you're grateful for each day. This practice encourages a mindset of abundance and appreciation, even during difficult times. Writing down your blessings reinforces positive emotions and reduces the impact of worry and fear on your well-being. For example, if you're feeling anxious about an upcoming deadline at work, take a moment to write down aspects of your job that you appreciate, such as supportive colleagues, interesting projects, or opportunities for growth. By focusing on what's positive, you cultivate resilience and reduce the grip of anxiety on your thoughts and emotions. Practice gratitude in your relationships by expressing appreciation for the people who support and uplift you. Take time to thank friends, family members, or colleagues for their kindness and encouragement. Gratitude strengthens social connections and fosters a sense of belonging, which are crucial for emotional well-being and resilience. Gain perspective by stepping back from immediate challenges to see the bigger picture. Often, worries and fears can feel overwhelming when viewed up close. Step back mentally and consider how the current challenge fits into your life as a whole. Ask yourself if this challenge will matter a year from now, or if there are aspects of the situation that you can control or influence. For instance, if you're anxious about a financial setback, gain perspective by reflecting on past experiences where you successfully navigated similar challenges. Consider what lessons you learned and how those experiences shaped your resilience and problem-solving skills. By gaining perspective, you empower yourself to approach challenges with clarity and confidence. Practice mindfulness to cultivate awareness of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness meditation teaches you to observe your thoughts and feelings as they arise, allowing you to respond to challenges with calmness and clarity. When worries or fears arise, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath and returning to the present moment. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and reduce stress, such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or spending time in nature. These practices help calm your mind and body, making it easier to gain perspective and approach challenges with a balanced perspective. Seek out opportunities for personal growth and learning during difficult times. Challenges can be catalysts for growth, prompting you to develop new skills, build resilience, and deepen your understanding of yourself. Embrace challenges as opportunities for self-discovery and empowerment, knowing that overcoming adversity strengthens your inner resilience. For example, if you're facing a career setback, such as a job loss or unexpected change in employment status, view this as an opportunity to reassess your goals and explore new possibilities. Take proactive steps to update your skills, network with professionals in your industry, and pursue opportunities that align with your interests and values. Maintain a sense of humor and optimism as you navigate challenges. Laughter and positive thinking can help lighten your mood and reduce stress. Find moments of levity in everyday life, whether it's sharing a joke with friends, watching a funny movie, or engaging in playful activities. Humor fosters resilience by helping you maintain a positive outlook and perspective, even during difficult times. Reflect on past experiences where you successfully navigated challenges or overcame adversity. Draw strength from these experiences and remind yourself of your resilience and capability to overcome obstacles. Reflect on the strategies and resources that helped you during those times and apply them to current challenges. In summary, fostering gratitude and gaining perspective are powerful strategies for overcoming worry and fear. By cultivating awareness of your blessings, expressing gratitude in relationships, gaining perspective on challenges, practicing mindfulness, engaging in relaxation techniques, seeking opportunities for growth, maintaining a sense of humor and optimism, reflecting on past successes, and drawing strength from resilience, Building experiences, you cultivate resilience and reduce the impact of anxiety on your well-being. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself more capable of navigating life's challenges with grace, resilience, and inner peace. Rule 17. Embrace uncertainty and flexibility. The 17th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to embrace uncertainty and cultivate flexibility. Uncertainty is an inevitable part of life, and learning to embrace it allows you to adapt more effectively to changes and challenges. Flexibility involves being open to new experiences, ideas, and outcomes, rather than rigidly clinging to expectations or plans. Together, embracing uncertainty and cultivating flexibility empower you to navigate uncertainties with resilience and confidence. Embracing uncertainty begins with reframing your perspective on unpredictability. Instead of viewing uncertainty as a threat or source of anxiety, see it as an opportunity for growth, learning, and exploration. Life is inherently unpredictable, and accepting this reality frees you from the need to control every outcome. Practice mindfulness to cultivate acceptance of uncertainty. Mindfulness teaches you to stay present and grounded in the face of ambiguity or change. When uncertainties arise, practice mindfulness by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice any resistance or discomfort you may feel, and allow yourself to experience these feelings with compassion and curiosity. For example, if you're uncertain about a career decision, such as whether to pursue a new opportunity or stay in your current job, practice mindfulness by focusing on the present moment. Notice any fears or doubts that arise and acknowledge them without trying to suppress or ignore them. By accepting uncertainty as part of your journey, you create space for clarity and insight to emerge. Develop a mindset of curiosity and openness to new experiences. Embrace uncertainty as an invitation to explore possibilities and learn from unexpected outcomes. Approach challenges with a sense of adventure and willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Cultivate a growth mindset, which encourages you to view setbacks as opportunities for learning and personal development. For instance, if you're faced with a change in personal circumstances, such as moving to a new city or starting a new relationship, embrace uncertainty by exploring your new environment with curiosity. Seek out opportunities to meet new people, try new activities, and expand your horizons. Embracing uncertainty opens doors to personal growth and enriching experiences. Practice flexibility by adapting to changing circumstances and adjusting your plans as needed. Flexibility involves being responsive to new information, feedback, or challenges that may arise along your journey. Instead of rigidly adhering to a predetermined course of action, remain open to alternative paths or solutions that may emerge. For example, if a project at work encounters unexpected obstacles, practice flexibility by brainstorming alternative approaches or seeking input from colleagues. Be willing to adjust your timeline or strategy based on new information or changing priorities. Flexibility allows you to navigate uncertainties with resilience and creativity, fostering adaptability and problem-solving skills. Maintain a sense of perspective during uncertain times by focusing on what you can control and influence. Identify areas where you can take proactive steps or make informed decisions, rather than dwelling on factors beyond your control. By directing your energy toward actionable steps, you empower yourself to navigate uncertainties with purpose and clarity. Engage in self-reflection to gain insights into your reactions to uncertainty. Journaling or discussing your thoughts with a trusted friend or mentor can provide clarity and perspective on your fears and concerns. Reflect on past experiences where you successfully navigated uncertainties and draw strength from your resilience and problem-solving abilities. Seek support from your support network during uncertain times. Share your thoughts and feelings with trusted friends, family members, or colleagues who can offer encouragement, perspective, and guidance. Social connections provide emotional support and reassurance, helping you navigate uncertainties with greater resilience and confidence. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness and understanding during uncertain times. Acknowledge any fears or doubts you may experience and remind yourself that it's natural to feel uncertain in unfamiliar situations. Practice self-care activities that promote relaxation, reduce stress, and foster emotional well-being. Embrace uncertainty as an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. View challenges as stepping stones to resilience and strength, rather than obstacles to be feared or avoided. By cultivating acceptance of uncertainty, practicing flexibility, maintaining perspective, seeking support, practicing self-compassion, and embracing uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, you strengthen your resilience and reduce the impact of worry and fear on your life. In summary, embracing uncertainty and cultivating flexibility are essential strategies for overcoming worry and fear. By reframing uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, practicing mindfulness, cultivating a mindset of curiosity and openness, practicing flexibility, maintaining perspective, engaging in self-reflection, seeking support, practicing self-compassion, and embracing uncertainty as an opportunity for personal growth, you empower yourself to navigate life's uncertainties with resilience and confidence. Rule 18. Trust in yourself and your journey. The 18th rule for overcoming worry and fear is to trust in yourself and your journey. Trust is the foundation of confidence and resilience, enabling you to navigate uncertainties with courage and conviction. By cultivating self-trust and embracing your unique path, you empower yourself to face challenges with authenticity and inner strength. Begin by cultivating self-awareness and understanding your strengths, values, and aspirations. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of self-trust, as it allows you to recognize your capabilities and areas for growth. Reflect on past experiences where you demonstrated resilience, overcame obstacles, or achieved success. Acknowledge your accomplishments and strengths, reinforcing your belief in your ability to navigate challenges. For example, if you're embarking on a new career path, reflect on your skills, experiences, and passions that align with your goals. Trust in your abilities to learn and adapt to new challenges, drawing confidence from your past achievements. Self-awareness empowers you to make decisions aligned with your values and strengths, fostering self-trust and resilience. Develop a positive inner dialogue that supports and encourages you during difficult times. Challenge self-doubt or negative beliefs that undermine your confidence and replace them with affirmations of self-belief and capability. Affirmations such as, "I trust myself to handle challenges with grace and resilience," reinforce a mindset of self-confidence and empowerment. Practice mindfulness to cultivate trust in yourself. Mindfulness meditation teaches you to observe your thoughts and emotions without attachment or judgment, fostering self-acceptance and self-compassion. When faced with doubts or uncertainties, practice mindfulness by grounding yourself in the present moment and acknowledging your inner strengths and resilience. For instance, if you're feeling anxious about making a major life decision, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath and releasing any self-doubt or fear. Allow yourself to embrace the uncertainty of the situation with openness and trust in your ability to make choices aligned with your values and aspirations. Trust in your intuition and inner wisdom as valuable sources of guidance. Your intuition is a powerful tool for navigating uncertainties and making decisions that resonate with your authentic self. Tune into your gut feelings and instincts when faced with choices or challenges, trusting that they offer valuable insights and perspectives. Seek feedback and support from trusted mentors, friends, or advisors who can provide guidance and perspective on your journey. Surround yourself with individuals who believe in your abilities and encourage you to pursue your goals with confidence. Their support and feedback can bolster your self-trust and reinforce your belief in your capabilities. Embrace mistakes and failures as opportunities for growth and learning. Trust in your resilience to bounce back from setbacks and setbacks. Instead of dwelling on setbacks or failures, reflect on the lessons learned and the strengths gained from overcoming challenges. Each experience strengthens your resilience and reinforces your trust in your ability to navigate uncertainties with courage and determination. For example, if you experience a setback in a personal relationship, trust in your ability to communicate openly and resolve conflicts with compassion and understanding. Learn from the experience and apply these insights to strengthen your relationships and personal growth. Celebrate your progress and accomplishments along your journey. Recognize and acknowledge your efforts, no matter how small, and celebrate milestones that mark your growth and resilience. Cultivate gratitude for the opportunities and experiences that have shaped your path, reinforcing your trust in the journey unfolding before you. Practice self-care as a foundational element of self-trust. Prioritize activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, such as exercise, healthy eating, restful sleep, and relaxation techniques. Self-care replenishes your energy reserves and equips you to face challenges with clarity and resilience. In summary, trust in yourself and your journey is a transformative strategy for overcoming worry and fear. By cultivating self-awareness, developing a positive inner dialogue, practicing mindfulness, trusting your intuition, seeking support, embracing mistakes, celebrating progress, practicing self-care, and trusting in your resilience, you strengthen your confidence and resilience. Embrace this rule, and you'll find yourself navigating life's challenges with authenticity, courage, and unwavering trust in your ability to thrive. Congratulations! You've now learned 18 powerful Stoic rules to help you conquer worry and fear. Imagine how much more peaceful and confident your life can be by applying these timeless principles. You've taken the first step toward a more resilient and fearless you. Now, it's time to put these rules into practice and watch your life transform. If you found these rules helpful, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What rule resonated with you the most? How do you plan to implement these Stoic principles in your life? Your insights might inspire others on their journey too. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's build a community of resilient, fearless individuals, one Stoic rule at a time. Thank you for watching, and remember, you have the power to overcome anything.